Yo, what's going on, guys, and welcome to I Don't Like Grumpy with me, I Don't Like Grumpy. Yo, Bum Rush the show. And today we're going to take a look at something slightly more obscure to the channel, something that I've never done before, but we're going to give it a blast and see how it goes. What we're going to look at is 20 odd history facts posted to Reddit by Reddit users. The name and the title will be a bit shorter than that, because obviously that's a long-ass name. But that's the concept of it. I'm not going to go into the details of them too much and give away too much of it. If you want it, the link to the website where I'm getting all this from will be posted in the description below. But what I'm going to do is take some facts, read them out to you, finally you can see which ones are interesting, and go have a little look for yourself. So no more mucking around, let's jump into this. I'll jump straight in there. Fact number 1. Harriet Tubman underwent surgery with no anaesthesia. Harriet Tubman had brain surgery without anaesthesia. But who was Harriet Tubman? Harriet Tubman was an American abolitionist and political activist born into slavery. Tubman escaped and subsequently made some 13 missions to rescue approximately 70 enslaved people, including family and friends, using a network of anti-slavery activists and safe house known as the Underground Railway. Number 2. A US Navy ship used potatoes to down a submarine. US sailors brought down a Japanese submarine in World War II using potatoes. Number 3. From 1840 to 1960, all US presidents elected in the year ending with 0 perished while in office. In 1940, William Henry Harrison died in office. In 1960, Abraham Lincoln was assassinated. In 1880, James Garfield was assassinated. In 1900, William McKinley was assassinated. 1920, Warren Harding died in office. In 1914, Franklin D. Roosevelt died in office. And in 1960, John F. Kennedy was assassinated. Ronald Reagan, 1980, had an assassination attempt made on him, and George Bush got a shoe thrown at his head. Godspeed to whoever wins in 2020. Number 4. John Wilkes Booth's brother saved the life of Abraham Lincoln's son. Abraham Lincoln's son, Robert Lincoln's life was saved by John Wilkes Booth's brother, Edwin, a famous actor who pulled him away from a train that was about to drag him under its wheels. Number 5. Egyptian pharaohs, to deter flies from themselves, covered servants with honey. In ancient Egypt, servants were smeared with honey to attract flies away from the pharaohs. Number 6. President Andrew Jackson's profane parrot swore at his funeral. At US President Andrew Jackson's funeral in 1945, his pet parrot had to be removed because it was swearing. Number 7. The Great Molasses Flood in Boston killed 121 people. In 1919, a massive tank of molasses burst open in Boston, causing a sticky wave that killed 21 people and injured well over 100. The Great Molasses Flood spread at about 35 miles per hour. Number 8. The US government once trained a cat as a spy. Operation Acoustic Kitty, a US government funded operation to train domestic cats to be equipped with audio devices to spy on opposing threats. After the first mission, $20 million later, the cat crossed the street and was hit by a car. They cancelled it thereafter. Number 9. The shortest war on record lasted less than an hour. The shortest war on record between Zanzibar and the British Empire in 1896 lasted around 45 minutes. Number 10. Earwax was an early form of lip balm. In the 1800s, people used earwax as lip balm. Number 11. The enemy of ancient Romans used bears in tunnels as a defence tactic. When the Romans laid siege to Themyscira, a real place weirdly enough, they attempted to tunnel into the city. The Themyscrians released bears into those tunnels. Number 12. After the Australian Prime Minister mysteriously disappeared while swimming at a beach, the country named a pool after him. In the 1960s, the Prime Minister of Australia, Harold Holt, died while swimming in the ocean after his body was never found. Guess what was built in honour? A swimming pool. Number 13. During American colonial times, lobster was a lower class food. In the American colonies, lobster was considered a lower class food and normally only fed to prisoners and slaves. Number 14. The BBC once tricked viewers into believing Switzerland had grown spaghetti bushes. On April Fool's Day in 1957, the BBC successfully pranked many of its viewers by convincing them that Switzerland was currently enjoying a fantastic crop of spaghetti from their spaghetti bushes. Number 15. As a lifeguard, Ronald Reagan saved 77 people from drowning. Ronald Reagan was a prolific lifeguard when he was younger, saving 77 people. Number 16. NASA originally wanted the actor who played Big Bird, rather than teacher Christy McClough, to go up to space in a shuttle. In the early 1980s, NASA had approached Carol Spinney, the actor who played Big Bird on Sesame Street, to be launched into orbit alongside their astronauts to inspire children to be interested in space. The plans fell through, however, mainly due to the Big Bird costume being too bulky for the cramped space shuttle, so they sent Christina McClough, a social studies teacher, instead. She unfortunately didn't make it to space either, because that's when the Challenger shattered. Number 17. A Canadian senator got his book translated for free by reading it during a filibuster. Canadian Senator Philippe Guinantes, while filibustering, read his own book into the record. The Canadian Parliament keeps a bilingual record. By reading his book, he obtained a free translation into French. Number 18. The son of a Roman Empire perished from choking on a pear that landed in his mouth. Tiberius Claudius Darius, son of Roman Empire Claudius, died in 20 AD from asphyxiation when he tossed a pear in the air and caught it in his mouth. Number 19. A pope, anti-pope and a counter-anti-pope coexisted. At one time, there was not only a pope and an anti-pope, but there was a counter-anti-pope. During Western Schism in 1378 to 1417, the Catholic Church, when three men claimed the legitimacy of pope. Number 20. The Olympics at one time gave out medals for art. The Olympics used to award medals for art pieces from 1912 to 1948. Famous sculptors of this time would display their sculptures for prizes. And that is 20 facts brought to you from me off of the site from the people of Reddit. How many of them did you know? I'm not sure how this video is going to work out. Something different, something interesting, something for us all to talk about. That's the hope. I'm hoping everybody's going to watch it and we'll have something to talk about and about what was interesting, you know, blah, 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 blah. If you would like to elaborate, please leave a comment down below. If you know more about any of these facts that I've just read out, would like to give any more details, please let us know. But that is it from me. Much love. Peace.
I just shot myself. I really need to go. I need to go right now. I'll see you guys later. Check out my YouTube down below and my Twitter.